think we're going. Let's see. Looks okay so far. Oh my god. I'm gonna pull my brain out of my skull through multiple holes.
Not gonna lie, I haven't missed the
Yeah,
troubleshooting
that's one of the reasons.
thing.
All right, I'll introduce us properly, and then we'll vent, and then we'll play a video game. Hello, my name is Dustin Morbido.
I'm Lorraine Morbido.
This is Indie Insights, the show where we play indie games from the perspective of developers. We haven't done this in a while, which means I haven't had to fuck with hardware problems in a while, which means that
these kind of hardware problems. We've had
and this
worms.
had nothing to do with the game. It's just like, will the camera work? No. Plug it. Unplug it. Plug it again. Will the capture work? No. Is the audio working?
Is the streaming PC gonna blue
so
screen? Yes, it did. Thank you for asking.
So it has been a few months since we did this, but fuck me, you're right. Did I not miss fucking around with USB ports until all the hardware turned on at the same time? But anyway, we're here now.
Wow.
And we're gonna try the Boundary Condition today. Which is a game. You had played the GDEX build from this year, maybe?
I didn't play. I have never actually played this.
Okay, because I couldn't. When you would ask me, Colette, please. Our cat is being a real nuisance right now.
Cute,
get down.
Dumb.
So I played this game once, last year's GDEX, right?
Yes.
2022. And haven't played it since. But the developer Andrew, we've seen him at multiple shows.
Had the pleasure. Oh gosh, I'm touching the mic. Pleasure of being across the aisle from him at Cleveland Gaming Classic.
And it's a 3D kind of the mind-bendy puzzle sort of thing.
Well, it's like 1 to 3D.
We'll get there. But
I know I've said this to you, and I've maybe said it on our podcast before. I love the little blue sphere. I don't know if he's got a name or not. I don't remember, but I adore him. He's fantastic.
You can look how longingly he's looking at that.
I know.
Get to the end of the stage object.
Saw the screen a lot over the weekend when we were in Cleveland, and I just love how longingly he looked at the cube.
Mm-hmm. But I did technically boot it up yesterday just to make sure it was running. But we're gonna click new game, and so I think we're just gonna get into it. Yeah, that's fine. I do not mind restarting. Fingers crossed everything still goes fine here, because he was like, there's apparently sometimes there's been an issue where like the first time it does the transition that from like 3D to a different plane, it kind of freaks out and crashed sometimes, but it didn't happen to me the first time I played it yesterday.
Still in development.
Yeah, this is I don't know if there's a specific target date for this, but it's wishlistable on Steam now. There is an itch page up where you can download this build that we're playing right here. And I would guess sometime next year potentially, but I cannot actually speak to when this will be out properly in its complete state. All right, so we're in this room. Touching thing does thing.
I think I watched you play it at GDEX the first time, but this is already, there's a lot going on. Here we go. Doors.
Yeah,
whatever. 3D is.
Clipping is. Cool. Well, cut it because it kind of has to do that too, obviously. Yeah. Like it has to do the transition. Oh, what is that?
Light source?
Yeah, actually, you're right. I was going to say, I'm not sure if that's gameplay relevant or not, but interesting.
Move the camera. I was going to say, I think you can move the camera to maybe see it in the 3D space. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And so that's the gist of this whole game is you're kind of in a certain number of dimensions, then like Lorraine said, you will do stuff to change, distort, or skew said dimensions to figure out how to advance through
very cool
different areas. But yeah, it's extremely like antechamberish, portal-like, that kind of vibe.
I'm just remembering that. I wish I could remember the name of that other game we played.
So
where
much
we did
purple.
Kind of like break it a little bit and had the doves in there.
Yeah.
That was very. Oh God, I can't. It was so long ago at this point.
So this is the flattened one.
flat. Well, flat in a different
That's
direction
unflat.
than it had been. Yeah, the purple turns you back to normal, and
And so,
those, like,
yeah, I
green
can kind of see.
boxes.
Just want to like go back and view those both, because again, the gimmick is neat. So like, obviously, this is a sloped plane that I cannot jump up. But when
No
it
traction
when it becomes a
inside.
flat plane, you can jump on top of it. Pretty neat. Yeah, okay. And it
He's
is.
got an arm.
he kind of just glues himself to it. That's
Yeah,
cool
like an
though.
arm.
Yeah.
I don't. I feel like you just pushed it with your.
Yeah, I
face
don't think
before.
there was a visual. The last time we played, I don't think there was a visual like element of him kind of being attached to it, which is a nice little touch. I like that the
You can see.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I don't remember that before either. That there you can actually see the plane
Mm-hmm.
as you're kind of moving it around. It shows you where it's gonna line up. Assume we want it to be like there-ish, but let's find out.
Too high. Him small. Oh, that cube in this flattened plane looks wild.
So,
No.
is that gonna make it bigger? You're gonna have to excuse my bad brain, because it is bad.
You gotta look at the cut, the plane. You gotta see what it's cutting into that big pyramid.
Oh yeah, that's right. The cross section. I'm so dumb. I described the mechanic and then didn't like interface with it. Maybe. Okay, just barely. Oh, that's interesting. Again, I'm not sure if that's a necessarily gameplay relevant, but seeing the light source from like the other side, it looked a little different. Okay.
I think it just depends on where like the cross section is.
We've got this other hallway that I assume we're just kind of working our way up through.
Kind of overworld.
Mm-hmm. That text, I think, could be bigger in terms of very minor, nitpicky kind of thing. It says, like, press button to
Oh, I don't
do
think I
thing.
saw
Yeah,
that.
well, I'll show you when we go back in.
No, I think I can picture where you.
Okay, so I'm already round.
Yes.
That's not going to do anything for me. And these are going to... Yeah, okay. So then you can...
I feel like those
become
used to be
line.
The same color before. I don't remember them being a different.
Oh, like the other
color.
blue...
Yeah.
Oh, and it does have, like, gravity. Okay, so that just straight up dropped me in this hole. All right.
Sometimes you just gotta get dropped in a hole, you know.
Here's an interesting question for you, because when I was playing it the other day, I was thinking about this a lot of, like, how do you feel about the hard, like, snaps to, like, thing in the environment and then snap back?
What do you mean?
Like a cut versus, like, a transition.
I think in this regard, you need that sharp cut. Because I feel like a transition would just, like, remove you from the, like... I think it enhances, like, the puzzly element of it, where it's, like, it's just quick, like, you're...
Mm-hmm.
Because eventually you get the ability to kind of do it all, like, on your own, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, well, I mean more like kind of the tutorialization.
What are
I
you
was just in...
doing?
I don't know. I was...
You
Again,
can
I'm playing while
progress
talking.
So easy. I believe in you.
The, like, Banjo-Kazooie-ness of it all, I guess. Of, like...
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know. I just think 3D platformers, and I think, like, camera shows you a thing that's not where you are, and then snaps back to show you a thing that is where you are. Can I just go through
I'm still not entirely sure exactly what you're talking about.
the next time it
Like,
happens?
what you're
I'll...
referencing.
Okay, that still did fade out. It's like that text at the bottom.
Yeah, the text is not.
Like that's like microscopic. Like it either might as well not be there or make it bigger. Cleared all these.
There's literally a 4 on the corner. The numbers, they go up.
I was thinking about going back to that first one again and showing you what I meant. It'll happen. It'll come up again. Okay, so now we can create all kinds of
Is
planes.
that what you were talking about?
Yeah, kind of, because that was more of a transition, right?
Pick one.
Little nodes.
Welcome to the pit.
I made it to the pit. So these are easily hurdleable in the 3D form.
You've done it.
There we go. It's just that easy.
Wow.
What's the other one? Go back in there. Yeah, I am sure I want to play it again. Thank you for asking, game.
Why did you go back in here?
Just wanted to see what this one looked like since it is in here. Oops. Didn't actually mean to do that. Well, now I want to see what the next one does. It explicitly involve this one? I'm just like spitballing here, because like again, I'm just kind of pontificating in general. But like we have our kind of like previous right answer, and then our new right answer, and then we also have in here a new element that is both new and wrong, which like there's nothing explicitly wrong with that, but like I'm curious to see what the sequence is for the next one. Do you get what I'm saying here?
I mean, I guess.
That like technically we're jumping one step further from building on one thing we did next. It's still a pretty like gradual rollout of things, but. Yeah, see, I think I personally prefer, of the times it's happened, I think I prefer the pan over the snap. Granted, there's some places where you probably can't do that. Like, if the geometry is so far apart, like, I guess you could, like, you know, spend 30 seconds dragging the camera from the place you're looking at to the place you are, but... Oh, I can just shove it. So it's not actually, that's not actually the same mechanic either in this state. I wonder if that's like a technical thing or if that's just a choice or because the other one you had to glom onto, right? To scoot it?
Maybe because this is just the flat as opposed to like...
Oh, I wasn't paying enough attention to see where that actually has to be. Okay. Now I want to go back. I might play this one again too.
Why?
Because I just want to experiment. Again, we're tested out, giving feedback, kicking the tires. Because you couldn't. Could I get into a regular 3D state in
No,
here?
it started you on the flat one.
Okay. I want to see if that same object behaved differently under, like if I was actually in 3D mode.
No, you can't get into 3D mode.
Okay.
'Cause it just sets you on that.
But ultimately. No, yeah, I guess not. Because this one's just flat the other way. Okay, well, maybe in one of the other levels we'll find out. Optional challenges. Oh, God.
Get absorbed.
Get absorbed by optional challenges. Got some funky new music.
Oh, it's this one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
This was the end of the GDEX demo, like the original GDEX demo we played, if I remember correctly.
Okay. I do like, I'll be curious to see in the final game how this, like, kind of plays into stuff, too. Because of, like, because it is so different, I don't think cordoning this off... Like, I think this is maybe a good idea to kind of, turn this into its own, like... You don't have to do this, but you could. Oh, there we go. Oh, I probably wanted that. Maybe not. Down. Forward. Orb. Oh, nope. I let it too hard. Okay.
Yeah.
I
No.
had the flat one right. This guy was tweaking me a little bit. Oh, I could have gone up. think I'm just gonna... Oh no, it's fine. It's technically a different path. Got it.
Under the fire or whatever.
Got it that time. Oh, just can't do it again. Tough luck.
Only one challenge.
Yeah, and another thing I'd be curious about in the final game is if those mechanics will ever intersect. Like, will there be which again, I don't actually know how much content is in this build. Like I said, I haven't played it, so maybe we'll find out. But are there like kill volumes ever in these where it like kind of resets the whole puzzle? I don't know. Okay, hold. One D forward, 1D sideways. Okay, I want that one. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh. Okay, now we're back to this. Sorry, I'm just pushing buttons now. I kinda... And this obviously might get more complicated as we like advance, but my default instinct is that like, so when I do this, it holds up the menu. I can like highlight one of these, and then yeah, it appears just letting go of the left trigger, like holding left trigger pulls up this menu, letting go on one kind of selects it, and then it's like right trigger to use, and then I'm just like stuck in this state. I kind of wish that my default instinct was to push the right trigger again to toggle back to the state I was on previously, which might be less intuitive as the puzzles get more complicated, but like that's just what the first thing I tried to do that it didn't do the thing I expected it to. Oh.
Please do that one. Thank you.
And do I have to like jump? Okay, that's kind of neat. Maybe? Okay, got it.
Okay, I guess you needed to.
And again, I have to go back and do that. Oh, line up the vertical. All right, we're gonna do it again and find out.
Oh my god.
Like I said, we're kicking the tires. We're learning. We're experimenting.
Didn't play so slow while you were talking. So you're dying of old age.
That one. Same thing with this one, right? Okay.
Pay attention to your cross sections. That's the whole reason. I think that's the whole reason why there's a turn on.
Well,
turn off.
because it's I assume it works the same way for this one too, because that one didn't like self-correct. Yeah. Again, just wanted to confirm my initial assessment was correct. That is about physically that feels about right too, because that felt like damn near close to the absolute height of his jump arc, which is so it wasn't a super fiddly, you know. Didn't have to really work for it, dexterity wise to get it to line up at the right position vertically. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a thing.
So you need to hit all of those to open the doors. There's like 3 doors, 3 panes of glass.
Yeah, that looks about right.
Nasty, nasty panes of glass.
Oh. Camera got weird there for a second. Okay, so I've got every tool in the universe at my disposal. Because if we do a sideways, that'll obviously, we can kind of create this at whatever tier to depth we want.
Except it's not there.
Yeah. What happens if I just sit up here in 3D mode? Okay, well, so I can ultimately hit them all eventually this way.
Can you just walk over the wall to the...
Oh. You know, I wouldn't have thought to do that, but nope, it's a box. But good looking out.
Good on you,
Yeah.
Andrew. Just fall onto that first one. On your left.
Oh, I didn't quite get it. Okay.
Oh, you were so close. Maybe just try, like, lining up. Yeah, line up more.
Just
with
the one?
Yeah.
That makes more sense, probably. Again, there are actually probably multiple ways you could get this done, but...
I'm sure. Look at your flat. I wonder if you just have to line it up with all of them.
Oh, and I can't go, like, 2D to new 2D, which I guess makes some sense.
I'm assuming you probably could go to a different 2D plane.
Give me that. There you go.
Because if you have to just go back to 3D, there should just be a, like, back out button. But if you can actually switch between them, I understand having that there,
like I said, my gut instinct right now is that I would,
Don't do that.
I mean, it's whatever. I'm just kind of going for it. Because, see, there we go. Okay. So, like, when you have it the same state selected, like that icon isn't in the UI. When it's a new one, it is. I do wish... Right now, my instinct is that I wish this was persistent and it just stored your previous one in the corner. Oh. I'm guessing these are all about right for steer stepping. Also, just out of curiosity, let's I did it again. Because I'm assuming the margin of error for those guys is it has to, like, cross-sect the thing. So, like, this is pretty close, but I'm guessing it won't be on the plane when I activate it.
No. I mean, you did that before, like that first cut you made.
Again, just experimenting.
I'm more interested in a small fraction of it.
That one did get it. Although it was, is it physically smaller? If I make it.
Yeah, it's the cross section of it.
Yeah. Okay. Neat. Oh.
No, you're in the you have that selected.
Yeah. Okay. That's weird. Although that probably makes more sense than not for if we're gonna have those fiddly.
I mean, there is a prompt in the bottom that says there's a toggle for slow-mo.
Is it just... Because like you said, it just... Yeah, I think it right now... Oh, never mind, you're right. It's like while you're already in it. Okay.
So in theory, you could queue up, like... You could go flat, queue up the thing, and then go from there.
Interesting. Interesting.
Been doing alright today?
Yeah, hanging in there. Working on stuff. There will be, probably tomorrow I'll try to put, a couple little text-based updates in the Discord of stuff we've been messing with, but there will be a new build of Cucumber coming in, November 3rd, 5th. I forget which day the first day of Yumicon is. Probably that day.
Interesting.
All right, so we want to be flat for a bit, and then
different flat
bullet for a bit, probably.
I bet you could just flip.
Oh, other flat. All right.
Yeah,
well, although I can't, because this would be the same. Well, no, yeah, I guess you can do that. Yeah. Okay.
So line that up.
Probably about there. I pushed the wrong button. I don't know, because I'm stupid.
No.
And that seems...
Flip that flat.
Okay.
Become round.
Oh. Give me the round. And that's another thing where, sorry, again, I'm just kind of... I like the toggle. And I like that it's always on screen when you're doing a new thing. Oh, does it remember? Okay, it does. Never mind. I was gonna say I wish it remembered. It must not remember level to level. Oh, which makes some sense. But like it remembers like ability to ability. Okay. I was about to say I wish it remembered if I had it toggled on and off, but it does. So there we go. Yeah. Oh no, that's those are things we've already done. It's like, oh, there's so many green things to touch.
Love a treasure.
That's interesting. The other thing I'll say here, which, like, you know, it creates its own problems, I'll give you for sure, but I like this visually more, personally, than the walls. Yeah, which, like, obviously you need the walls. You need some kind of barrier there for gameplay purposes for different kinds of levels, but, like, looking at the cool, wavier landscape, it's got more of that, It's more interesting to look at, and it gives me more of that, like, Super Mario, like, special levels vibe and, like, sunshine and shit. I don't know. Visually, I think this is a cooler thing to look at than just, like, the flat walls, although, like I said, I don't know if there's a good way around that. Yeah, like...
I mean, the fact that you can, like, see through them, and they're kind of irrelevant to, like,
well, that's what
gameplay anyway.
That's what I'm wondering, is if you made them more, like, translucent or something. I don't know. Just spitballing ideas again. Anyway, I gotta touch this thing and then...
Probably like cut it again.
Nope. Gimme. Because I might have to, like...
I would still line it up with that thing as opposed to the...
Yeah, but I don't think this will give me, like, a platform high enough. Well, oh yeah, okay. I underestimate his jump. Alright. I want to do that. Ugh, I'm a dummy. There we go.
I bet no, don't go back into 3D. Try to cut that diamond from here. I'm just curious to see if you can do that.
With which one? This one again?
No, a different direction.
This
that
way?
Direction, yeah. I want to see if that works. No, okay. I was just curious. 3D. Probably, and then the same 3D.
Oh, see there, I was hitting A to do it. This, I don't know if I'll be able to jump up here. If I just do that. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Okay. Maybe. I haven't done much flat recently. Or, like, if I jump up, maybe I can just get it, probably. Let's see. Back to that.
You have to make sure that it's on that plane.
Not quite.
It won't be there.
Unless,
Try.
I can do I can do side flat to flat. Maybe. Because this isn't going to work. Yeah. I can't get on top of that. Okay. Back to 3D. I was going to do this. Oh, not that one. Just whatever. Just be a little... Oh, okay. I feel like that'll do it if I... There you go. Brain.
Oh no, too high.
Oh God! All right, we weren't done apparently.
I'm glad that it does remember the state you were in.
I could also, I think, just go flat to get that if I can't jump to it, which, like, doesn't look like I can. But yeah, like you said, I'm glad, like, this, I'm glad that it leaves you off where you were, right? Because it's more about solving the puzzle than, like, executing it. So I'm definitely glad that it doesn't make me do the other, hit the rest of the switches again.
I think I know what you need to do.
I mean, I could just do this again, I think. There's probably, again...
There's no ground.
Yeah, he doesn't...
Well,
we're going, we don't need ground. when we're flat, we don't need ground.
If you go 1D, there's no ground at all. That's what I was going to say.
That probably would have worked, too. Want to go find out?
No, I don't really care.
Okay. No one never wants to replay the levels.
No.
Here to try stuff out, man. That's the whole point. Oh, my.
Screwed up indeed.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, again, I'm just going pure gut reactions, but like this,
Or if at least the walls were cooler.
Yeah, just this visually is so much more boring than the landscape that I can clip to if I, like, tweak the camera a little bit.
The fact that you can see it in the other, like, dimensions.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you're probably just going to have to cut it a bunch.
Oh.
You're doing it.
I mean, what happens if I just go up? Oh, never mind, because it's gravity. Yeah, I will always go down.
Are you through the floor? Okay, no.
No,
through the floor.
I assume not. Funny if there was like a tiny. That's an interesting. I wonder. Like, I'm guessing the geometry is pretty well laid out, but I wonder if there were like just a tiny gap in a seam somewhere. Or could you 1D yourself to hell? there's probably just like a kill volume way below everything. But
hit the kill volume the last
yeah.
I'm assuming it's similar to that.
Okay, so those ones have gravity. Can't do that. Oh, let's see here. That also. That's a second argument for maybe making these like just like glass. Is that like if this is the thing I'm supposed to do here? Interesting. Oh, okay. That's neat.
Ride the scoop.
That's really neat.
Cool. Yeah, I mean it's the cross section of the spiral.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's cool, but it's yeah, like I said, then having to like deal with the camera either mushing the fuck up against you or clipping through the wall or whatever while you're trying to line that up. That also kind of sucks here of just like.
Fall forward.
Sure.
Ooh.
Okay. I don't know why I'm jumping. I keep hitting A to like select it, but again, like A is jump. Oh.
Or 3. Try 3. You're inside of it now, like inside the glass thing.
Oh God. I don't think I can like. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can.
Now you just gotta.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. I timed it wrong. Okay. Give me. Nope. That's the one.
I mean, 1D
nice.
would probably work too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. But again, same thing there of like, it's just such a claustrophobic space visually that like it's not doing the camera any favors to have it like really smushed up in there.
Yeah.
And you could either.
Because like you obviously like this is a good example of why you need the walls.
Well, you physically need them.
Because even like just getting pushed off of there in the abyss and killing you, like yeah, it kind of serves the same purpose, but you're supposed to be working inside of that.
Yeah, and if you wanted to introduce like other, like translucent walls, sometimes I would still differentiate them from
the ones that are doors.
That can move. Yeah. Like so, if the other existing ones look the way they do now, either like tint these a different color if you were to do something like that, or like put some kind of other little like light pattern on them to just show that like okay, these are like permanent walls. Like these ones are not to be fucked with, but the other ones are like more for doors and shit like that.
Jelly.
Oh, all right then. Okay, so that sucker's way the hell up there.
I'm gonna do some amount of cutting through these.
Yeah, and right, I can create any stair step pattern I can.
You don't want to go too high.
Like line myself up to.
Try.
It's like that. Oh,
yeah,
you gonna say?
I was gonna say because there is like a flat. There's a horizontal. Might be able to jump on it? No.
Not quite. Too high.
You can see it right there. There's like a horizontal space.
Oh, I did it again.
Behind it. Cut that first one. Or because there's like 3. There you go. There you go.
Just barely.
Live there for a little. No, go back one more.
Because now I can go behind it. Oh.
Well, like I was trying to say, there's a horizontal ledge behind.
This or this might not matter. All right. I can't really tell what I'm going to make on this side. I mean, I can go 3D here again and just see what it looks like if I'm actually on a thing. Okay, so I can just kind of chill here. So then I probably do want to, well... So ultimately, I'm not actually sure if this is... Let's just do it. Because I would need to have it cross-sect with that too. So let's do this. Okay, but that actually locks you in, so that that is
Flat?
just fiddling.
I want to see what flat looks like.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, where can you go anywhere else? Because I think you can walk on all the black space, right? Because there's another platform in front. Let's go flat. Now go in front.
Oh yeah.
Stand on that and go 3D again.
And then I can do something.
And you might still be able to like cross-sect the like pyramid shapes, triangles.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot. I can. Like, that's about as far
There
as
you
I
go.
can
Yeah,
possibly go.
There.
Okay, there you go. Brain power. 3D should be fine up here.
And you just gotta cut it again, right along the top,
Like,
because there's a gap.
yeah, there we go again.
Little more.
That looks about right.
Yeah, I think it's just the top of the.
Cause the other thing.
Maybe 1D.
Yeah, maybe 1D.
I wouldn't jump. or
Yeah, I
fall.
don't think.
You're not. Yeah, you're not quite lined up with the little gap. That should be it. I think.
Maybe.
You're so
Can I
close.
not actually do that? Or am I not like?
Maybe you're not like actually as lined up as it looks like you maybe are.
Because this is not gonna do us
No,
any
it's not gonna
favors.
do
Yeah.
it.
That one's certainly not gonna do anything. Yeah, that there. Again, I'm not
Okay,
actually sure if
try-
we're
Try that.
What?
This.
exactly where it is right now.
Yeah.
So we're potentially just wrong on this period, but I will say that so for this, I don't love that it like visually just penetrates through things that you can't physically move through.
I mean, all
So,
of
like,
them do.
But I'm just saying I can't
No,
tell.
there's the tiniest little bit of rainbow on it. It's just it's very small. I promise you, it's there.
I personally can't tell if that's like
It's not
even a thing. or not.
very. So I don't see it. No, try now. See if I'm
Again,
right or not.
This
Like,
may just be the wrong thing. I'll have to go back and
No,
experiment.
that
some
is
more.
right.
Okay. Yeah, that is not good. That was extremely fiddly for like
Can you do the thing in here? Okay, because I want to show you what I'm talking about. Let's see if I can make it. So you see, oh god, do you see the rainbow edge there?
Yeah.
It's bisecting everything.
You're saying like that there's a pinprick of rainbow point?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that did not play for me whatsoever. Like I still can't see it if it's against that wall, I can't see what you're talking about.
I don't see it now.
Okay.
But there was.
Against the glass.
So see this? See that's good. Do you see
Yeah,
how it
yeah,
penetrates
yeah.
like that?
Uh-huh.
It should be more, maybe even like just a wider circle or something,
Mhm.
like around the points of. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to play this game.
Just put the right trigger again. And again, the other thing there was a combination of that visually being like hard to distinguish combined with the camera still
Yeah,
like
clipping
doing
through the
this against
wall.
walls is terrible.
Yeah.
Like it's not good. To have the camera just like smushed up at a really awkward, irritating angle when you're trying to like, line up the thing you're trying to look at. yeah, that was a cool puzzle that, yeah, just like
Got a little lost.
sand a few edges off in terms of usability, because like I said, we got there,
Yeah.
but I would have started like trying to do other stuff if that had failed one more time. So if there is another solution to that puzzle, maybe we would have found it. But if that was the only way to do it, I would have at that point just like, all right, I give up. I'm gonna try some different shit because this doesn't, like after failing to thread that needle one more time.
Ooh.
Funky.
Party cube. Are those kill volumes?
Oh, the cubes. I guess we'll find out. Turn off the slow-mo.
No.
No, they're just cool cubes.
Love a cool cube.
Sometimes you just gotta have a cool cube, you know? Oh, but I may want to stand on that. Yeah, probably want to be on it for...
Or what if be on it, jump to flat to get on that level of the door.
Oh.
I would turn slow-mo back on.
Like that.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Did it come with you?
We've done something. I'm not sure. Like, if I...
Oh, it moves with you. Okay.
So if I just do... Alright, let's go back to 3D. If I do this here, can I, like... No...
Yeah, I think if it gets bisected...
Alright, we're gonna figure this out.
Can you not be standing on it? Where did the music go?
I'm not sure.
Why are you getting all...
I'm just like looking at it now.
Oh, so you can't be on it, I'm assuming. Interesting.
So it's just gonna pop into...
Well, now now that you're here,
Mm-hmm.
do the other, not 3D, that one.
Okay. That's pretty mind-bendy.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
The cube, but
Interesting.
okay. Just go through. Let's keep going. We got more cubes to fuck around with. So many more cubes, apparently.
Ooh, that was funky. So you don't have to be... I don't think you have to really interact with them in any way.
No, they just get like...
And they just...
They flatten
themselves to the plane that you're snapping to. But like you don't have to overlap them to do it. It just kind of does
Well,
it.
I think because it's the grid overlapping them.
And so there, this should be... Yeah.
Oh, that's the other
Neat.
cube. I was like, what is that?
Okay.
Space? Interesting.
Very interesting. Go around.
I thought it was coming on over. Now I'm going around. Yeesh. Oh no. Why do those ones have a different color?
I don't know. Maybe they do something different. Maybe it's just a different
I feel
vibe.
like they probably do something different. Or at least behave at least somewhat differently. Oh god, now they're all the same color. Flat? Maybe it is just nothing that they're... maybe it's just different faces? Because it looks like some of the other sides...
Yeah, or they're just on a different part of the
I don't know.
cycle. Anyway. Nope. I can pull them all this way, but to what end? Wonder... Just fucking around. Yeah, they're just like there. That's funny. So this is gonna just pull them to that wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Try standing on top of that one.
Huh.
No, in that whatever plane you were just in. And then going like trying to shift like a different, I don't know if like flat necessarily or like the other 2D. No.
Yeah, just like
that. Oh God.
Okay, don't do that.
Try to just go 3D.
Okay, if you do that, it's bad. We learned something. What just happened?
No. Oh gosh. What do you do?
Yeah, that's okay. So yeah,
it doesn't. We already know that it doesn't like when you're on top of them.
Oh.
No, jump on that box.
Mm-hmm.
And then use that box to get there. Oh, gotta be quick. Get it so it's either above. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, watch out for that geometry. Oh.
Get clipped. You did say go around. You went around. It is one of my favorite things, like weird,
Okay.
like clever puzzle names that mean literally nothing without any context. Okay, you're given a thing now. What happened? Oh, because it overlapped. It doesn't have to be you touching it. It can be the shape. Because it touched the crystal. Something touched it and opened the door.
Oh, you mean the other cube? Okay.
Yeah. So go get flat and bisect that crystal.
All right. I don't think this will quite work because they're not like. Yeah. All right. Oh.
That's from earlier. It's happened before. Do you think it could be some amount of 1D?
I don't know. Maybe.
Because they get pulled to you. So get the tube. Get the tube one. Upper right. Other upper right.
What was on?
Bisect that. So
neat.
Smart. Big brain.
I guess that makes sense. Pull everything to a point.
Oh, stop. There's more. Just never stops. How many levels TV?
I don't know.
Oh God, this whole. Oh.
Rocking out. Okay, lots of stuff. So I might.
Well, any amount of flat you get is going to stop
There's a
you
gap
unless you're
up
right
there.
up against the window.
No gap over here.
Go against the window and get perpendicular flat with it. Parallel. That's the word. Bottom left.
That ain't do nothing.
That was. Oh. What happened?
I mean, that touched the switch. I just didn't know if it was gonna like do something gnarlier to me. Cause it just.
Well, you gotta get on top of it first, cause you want to flat.
I'm just saying that's what happened already.
Okay. I wasn't. I guess.
There you go. Neat.
I think you needed to be on top of that to reach it.
So that's just a gap. Yeah, I can't quite snag that. gonna smush me.
Yeah, I think you needed to be standing. I wonder if there's a way to
Might be.
repair it from this.
Yeah, it might be toast.
No, there you go. No, get on. No, get on that one. Get back on top
Oh,
of it
gosh
if you
darn it.
can.
Oh, I'm dumb.
That's nice that they have that on there. No, I think do that again. Oh, well now you're underneath the window. Just go back to 3D for a second. Reorient yourself. Get out from under the window. No. There. Yeah. Do that.
I'm just like looking at stuff.
I have an idea.
And here, I could potentially do
Go flat.
just like that
No.
or that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Just you gotta be able to get in line with it.
There we go.
See, I was trying to.
1D probably would have worked too.
No, because I think they would have brought the other.
Yeah,
flatten the shapes
probably.
onto it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still wrapping my head around that one. Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, all right.
1D probably won't do it. Not that way, because the block's gonna block you. Oh, so there's how you get back to 3D. Okay. That's interesting. Now go. Swoop. So you still have access to everything or no? Okay, you got it
Yeah,
all
I do.
back. That's funny. I bet that's what the crystal did. The crystal took your.
Oh.
Oh. It's in the wall.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Can you go? Is there another side to where this area that you're in? No.
I mean, I could, like... Sure, I can finagle my way up there somehow. I could even do... Oh. That give me... Not really.
See what flat looks like. Try flat from here. Yeah. There you go. There's a pinhole right there. I don't think that'll. No, that's how you came in here, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's true. Also, it would be...
No,
Yeah.
that's just there.
And they dropped into that.
Bet you can jump.
I can go this way.
Yeah, jump over it. There.
There we go. Got it.
Cute.
I'm doing the thing again.
Why?
Oh, because I wanted to see this. So, have everything.
I'm assuming it's the crystals what does it.
And there, now I don't. I would like this to be, in many ways it doesn't matter, but I would like the thing that takes your, like...
To look different?
Yeah, that takes your skill set away to look different. Because I was like, oh, that's weird. Yeah, I'd like that to be more, like, visually obvious. I'm curious. I'm assuming different puzzles in the future will take away a different subset.
Probably.
Of, like, sometimes maybe it'll take one away, or, like, almost all of them, but, like, one or two. ahead and solve this again just to do it. And then did I get up there with the flat one?
Yeah.
There we go. Locked out, huh? Check the time. We're doing fine.
Yeah.
It'd take me a hot second to get this all set up anyway. Just curious. Yeah, we'll probably go till like 4-ish if we don't run out of levels to do before then. We'll see. Interesting.
Flats.
So if I go in there, yeah, this locks you out of stuff too. I'm not super surprised by that, but
Oh.
okay. Can't go 3D. I can obviously just walk back out of there and go 3D there. I don't think side or straight. Well, oh yeah, that's down. Excuse me. Okay.
And you probably just gotta move the cube out of the way, and then finagle your way inside.
Because if I do that, because I can't. Yeah, those are only up inside. Very interesting. 'Cause out here I've got everything. I don't know what this would accomplish, but nothing. Nothing really else in the rest of the space. What if I... Oh, God. You can still grab it, but you can also just shove it. Is there some like
Somewhat.
that wouldn't be high enough anyway. I was like, is there a ceiling to that? But I still can't jump like on top of it. You don't think this is gonna do anything?
No.
Oh,
you're
yeah,
on
because I'm on top of the
thing.
thing. I could do this, but again, I don't think it's actually gonna. Yeah. Okay.
How far to the side? Go out. Go back towards the movable guy.
This thing?
Yeah. Push it all the way against the wall.
Like there?
No, it's not quite. Okay.
Doesn't line up with the thingies.
I was wondering if it worked like the switch.
Like I can. I wonder if hold on.
Nice. I don't know if that's right or not.
That's
It could be,
interesting.
though.
I'm assuming that's the way you're supposed to do it, although there's like a level of like, because like that feels like the game's fail state, right? Of like, oh, it can't figure out a thing to do. Interesting. Have to mull that over. I don't know 100% how I feel about that, because it's like, it's clever, but it does feel like it's kind of like almost breaking the rules of like usability to do thing. I don't know. It's just a little.
I mean, it's a mechanic
it's a little.
Of the game.
Yeah. It's a little.
You're not supposed to share the square.
It's a little obtuse in a way that, like, I've certainly made lots of things in like Cucumber and stuff like that are like more like that, and for the most part we have tended to dial back on stuff like that, like after you play stuff or like other people played stuff, because it is such like, it feels like a kind of a significant subversion of the mechanics. Like I said, I'm not even I wouldn't say don't do it, but I don't know, I'm mulling it over. But we did. I'm assuming that's the only way to do this. Potentially there's another thing that I'm not thinking of, but
oh, there we go.
Look at that. We did it. We're done.
Look at these shapes.
Well, that's pretty freaking neat. And that is, I mean, if that's the last thing that's in here, I don't know this for sure, but I'm assuming these are being built roughly linearly. Because like you said, I know that first tiny handful, like 4 or 5 or whatever, was what was in the build that we had played last year a little bit. Very, very cool. Okay. Well, that is pretty neat.
Still neat. It's such a like.
Yeah,
cool
it's still a very right. It's a very cerebral, very clever, little puzzle game, and I still really dig it. All right, well then that's it, I guess, for now for the boundary condition. So like I said, you can find it on itch. You can play this demo if you want to play it yourself. You can find it on Steam. I would definitely wishlist it on there if you think you're into like 3D puzzle games. Definitely a thing to check out. And I think that's gonna do it for this stream. This was fun. Yeah. For as frustrating as it was to get the stream going, I still hate everything about setting up computers to stream. But once we got going, it was a good time. So,
and as someone who's only ever seen this game in a show context, it was really nice to get some like calmer, like a calmer environment to really
I think games like this, like I said, anything that's like very narrative focused or very like brain. As opposed to like dexterity.
I do think that like having a curated demo of this for shows would do this, like you'd get it across and then you can save the weirder stuff for later.
Well, again, I'm just speaking from personal preference more than anything. Of just like, I like to take my time and kind of sit down and just like kind of sit there with my hand on my chin with something like this and be like, as opposed to like if you're in like you're standing or like in a crowd, like you said, in a big crowded convention space, whatever. It's just like. Some stuff I feel like is better, like taking time with it a little bit. But that was a good solid chunk of. I mean, that was all of it to date. But no, that was great. So yeah, I think we'll talk about this on the podcast, which will be out next week. We'll have something. We will try to do this potentially a little more often. Like I said, a big time suck for me has just been it is a pain in the butt to find stuff. But I think maybe we'll target, because we've been so busy with our own game stuff, but maybe we'll like tentatively try to do like once out, like instead of, because before we were doing kind of like 2 streams and then a podcast, maybe we'd try to do like 1 stream-ish and then a podcast. So I'll stream every couple of weeks. And that'll be when we have stuff in the queue, which there's still 1 or 2 things I know for a fact that I'd like to check out anyways, but we will definitely play stuff if you send it to us.
Yes.
So if you're out there, you're watching us live, or you're watching this in archive form on YouTube, and you've got an indie game that you want to mess with, particularly stuff that's in development. Again, I really like messing with stuff that people are still working on. Email us at podcast@cubicorngames.com and send us your games.
Hell yeah.
You can find us on cubicorngames.com, the website. There's a Discord page there where you can also submit your games there. You can try builds of our games in progress. It's the link right at the top of the website. Technically, you can find us on Twitter, but fuck that shitty platform. You can find our games on Steam.
Yeah.
Search Cubicorn Games on Steam. You can find Down the Drain, which is out now, and Super Cucumber, which will potentially be out next year. Yeah. And I think that's pretty much all the plugs and all that kind of stupid shit.
Not any of those other random like
platforms. I don't know. Social media things. I'm still technically updating them with podcasts and stuff, but. Mastodon, co-host, whatever. Social media, I'm just kind of over it. It's just such a stupid, shitty waste of time.
I want to make sure.
But again,
I don't know what you want.
Yeah, useful to keep up with people sometimes. But anyway,
You're
that was a lot of
looking for
fun.
us for Cubicorn games on
Everything.
kind of everywhere, most places.
Yeah. So with all that said, we are going to call it an evening.
Hell yeah.
Afternoon. It's an afternoon.
Afternoon.
This is earlier than we usually do this.
True.
Thank you so much for hanging out. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
We will. Oh, that's the wrong mouse. Not that one. It's this one.
Wow. Oh gosh.
Yeah. Have a good
Whatever.
morning, afternoon, or night, depending on where you are. And we will see you next time, Internet.
Bye.
So long.